What's up, boys? It's Nick from Team Table 501 here. I am the king of the scrubs, and it's been a long time since I've done that. So, I guess the main question on everybody's mind is, where the fuck have I been? And the answer, well, is mainly right here. But also, I've been playing a lot of competitive Magic. So, I guess let's start all the way back. Ignore that, that's just my Facebook going off because my buddy and I are bitching about how the ban list is great. Anyway, I'll get to that. So to start off, when I made my ban list video back when I first started my semester, I was weaning out of Yu-Gi-Oh! A bit. It was something that wasn't at the top of my priority list. I had just started a new semester. I was already down a bunch of money, and it had basically crippled the deck that I had just bought, and I had absolutely no interest to play. So I've sold off all of my collection at this point. I don't own a single card, and I'm trying to figure out how to tell the story from here because it's all just magic. Like, it's basically what it is. So, like, once I sold my collection for, I don't know, $300. It wasn't much because I didn't spend much on it in the first place. It was mostly just bulk and a few good cards in my binder. So my entire binder is gone at this point. Everything, all my staples are gone. I have to restart from scratch, but the whole reason I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Was because I could play literally whatever I wanted. And for those of you who know me as a Magic player, you know that I am absolutely notorious for playing the archetype that I bought at the very beginning of the season, even when it's absolute dog shit. Like the blue-red control deck that I top-8'd 2 PPTQs with. That deck was objectively terrible, but I just kept playing it, and I kept winning with it. And that's kind of how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is too. Like, we got a brand new ban list today. I'm not going to make a video about it. Everyone else can do that. But for those of you who don't know, the September ban list put A Assault Court of 1. And I had just profiled a budget ABC deck on my channel that was capable of producing very disgusting turn 1 boards. And then A got limited because there was a Firewall FTK. And Konami just didn't ban Firewall. I even talked about it in that video. They should have just banned fucking Firewall, and we could have kept A. And then they had a whole bunch of other shit. So I was just like, fuck it. I'm not even gonna bother trying to build ABC with 1A. I'm just gonna get the fuck out. So I did. Built a brand new Magic deck, played a ton of Magic, played a bunch of PPTQs, and haven't gotten my invite yet. So my buddy, this morning, I had just woken up. It's like 11:30 or something, and he's like, hey, there's a ban list. And I was like, the fuck? So he sends it to me, and I look at it. I was just like, holy fuck, Firewall's banned. I can actually play this game again. He's like, what the fuck? You quit. I was like, I know. I'm well aware I quit. But as much as I hate to say this, I'm willing to give Yu-Gi-Oh! Another shot. It's a game that has so many fundamental problems, yet it gives me the opportunity to express myself as a player, to express myself as a deck builder, and more specifically, to express myself as a technical player. Now, I haven't been a great player in the last couple of years. I haven't been on the circuit. You know, I missed day 2 of my first ever Nationals, which was really disappointing. But I've always been on the bubble. Went to multiple OTSs, got 9th and 10th, and, like, people know me in the community as a pretty solid player, both in the technical aspect and in just gameplay in general. Like, I know when to pick my fights. It's sort of like Magic as well, when I know when to pick my fights and when to go for it. That's how it is in Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. I know when my opponent's low on resources. I know when they don't have any gasoline left in their tank. I know when they're out of hand traps, you know? I consider myself pretty good at getting the read on my opponent and figuring out what they have. So, oh, sorry. Just dusting this off. So, now that my favorite deck is back, what's gonna happen? Well, first of all, I have to buy it again, which is kind of annoying because I'd like to put all my money into Magic. I would like to set aside money to play more PPTQs, to play more SCG events, to go to more Premier events and prove myself as a player. I've never gone to Never gone to an SCG. I missed out on day 2 of my first GP. I've top 8'd multiple PPTQs, have made some deep runs, but could just never get there. And I just want to get there. And everybody around me is queued, except for me. It's really fucking annoying. That's how it was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. Everybody around me had their invite. I couldn't get it to save my goddamn life. So, it ties in the channel as well, because even though I am competitive, I won't be making a lot of competitive content anymore. I'm just so far out of the loop, and I don't know what's going on. It's going to take me so long to relearn that I don't want to give you any false information. Now, I want to make this clear. Magic is still going to be the primary game that I play. It's going to be the game that I potentially write articles about, the game that I make videos about, the game that I put most of my time to. But occasionally, I'll try to do my weekly content like I did before I had college and this quitting phase and all this other stuff. I'll still try to put out a weekly video of a deck profile, of a gameplay, or even just a tech card or a market watch or something that you guys can watch. But just know it's not going to be my content of, going in-depth on deck profiles or explaining certain tech choices in the metagame. I'm not going to be doing stuff like that anymore because I simply don't have the interest, and I also don't have the time. Part of the reason I'm getting back into is that I'm going to be on winter break in a couple of weeks. I'll have that's what I'm going to do is over my winter break, I'm going to slowly get back into the game, slowly relearn, what are the new busted cards that have come out? What are the best decks? What does my 70 cards need to look like? Also, again, I still have to buy the fucking cards. I don't own a single card. So, I need to buy the cards, I need to get some sleeves, I need to get a fucking deck box for the love of God. I can't believe I have to say that, but needless to say, it's going to be a while. But, it's just something to where I normally am not a sentimental, emotional person, but that's pretty much what's going on here is that I just want to do what I love doing, which is playing fair. The whole reason I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Was because of how interactive it was. It gave you gameplay experience that no other trading card game can give you. And even though Konami is the worst company almost of all time, and I still stand by that, the pricing is dog shit. And the player base is still fucking shit. I'm willing to give it another go. Just because I just want to do things that I want to do. I just want to play ABC because it's something I'm good at. It's something that I have multiple bubbles with. I've taken it to premier events and done consistently well with it. It's just something that interests me. The deck is super cheap. It probably won't stay that way for very long, which is why I need to buy it soon. But, Firewall being banned gives me a reason to get back in as well. All the degenerate FTKs, all this nonsense, it's fucking gone. So, this is more of an experiment than what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I'm blanking so hard, I'm sorry. It's been a really long day for me. I've done a lot of homework. This is more of an experiment rather than a long-term thing. It may turn into a long-term thing. It may be something where I'm making more competitive content, where I, start filming regionals, YCSs. I might start traveling to events again. It's something that I might do. There's no guarantee. I'm sorry. Don't get your hopes up, and expect the unexpected. That's all I can really say. You might get a Yu-Gi-Oh! Video from me. You might get a Magic video from me. You might not even get nothing. But that's where I've been. I've been at school, and I've been putting all my time into school and Magic. That's what I've been doing for the last 2 months. And with this new ban list, I think as a player, it gives me incentive to rejoin the game. even though I am well aware of everything I'm getting myself into, even though I'm digging down this rabbit hole that I said I would never go back down into. However, actions speak louder than words, so here we go. Let's do it. So I wanted to thank you guys so much for sticking with me in this hiatus. I know that I say this a lot, but I really appreciate every one of you that sticks around and rewatches my old videos and comments. Like, that really makes my day. So I actually really need your help this time. If you know anything about the metagame, if you know anything about hooking me up with cards, just let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to link my Facebook and my Twitter in the comment section so that you guys can follow me and message me, because I really would like to have a solid start. I would like to have footing where I'm able to get myself up to a relatively decent level, and then I can work my way up from there, because starting at the bottom and climbing up is something that I'm still doing in Magic. It's something I've been doing for 6 years, and I know I'm a decent player. I'm even arguably a good/great player, but I'm not to that level yet. But because of all my friends, and because of you guys, and because of the support that I have, I'm able to get there, and that's what I want to do with Yu-Gi-Oh! I would like to be in a position where I'm able to play this game and enjoy it the way that I used to enjoy it, even though the format might be shit, or the cards are super expensive, or whatever it may be. So I'm going to stop my rambling and just, once again, thank you guys so much for watching, sticking with me. I appreciate it. I'm hoping to return the channel to its former glory. I'm hopefully making once-a-week content, even more than once-a-week content. But again, there are no promises to that. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on what goes on. Again, if you can help me out in any way, I'll put my Facebook in the description and my Twitter in the description. Please let me know. I would greatly appreciate it. You know, if you want me to pay you, I can PayPal you or Venmo you when I have the spare money. That's not a problem as well. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching so much. My name is Nick from Team Table 501, and get good, scrubs. I'll see you next time.